So what we got so far, fuse boxes installed, igniter as well. Got the Camry bracket modified on the Celica. Engine intake, a couple things wired up already, plugged in. Condenser removed. Exhaust manifold installed as well. Gives you an idea of where it's heading out. I already showed you guys the bracket over here. Wiring harness. Gotta fix a couple of the wires up here. See how that's broken, and this was cut off, but I did get all that from the junkyard. Just gotta wire it up. But that's gonna be it for today. Gonna come back another day and finish up. So today I'm gonna tackle the fuel regulator situation. I already went ahead and cut the brackets, and I'm just gonna clean it up with a Dremel so that we can go ahead and install it, which requires me taking out the fuel pump from the back of the seat. So I cut a piece off the fuel pump, you can see, and I gave it enough room to attach one of the clamps, because we're gonna put a T to install the fuel pressure regulator. So I left you guys off on the fuel pump, and it turns out we purchased the wrong hose. It's not submersible like this one is. Here's the part number, got it off Amazon, and this is the correct hose to go in the fuel tank. And I'm gonna cut it to the same size that I did the non-submersible fuel lines here, and we're gonna build it again. So I already have this portion completed, and now what I'm going to do is grab the Amazon ones right here. That's the number. I'm going to cut 2 notches or 2 of these off to use for the L bracket on both of them. And so got this going on, and now I'm going to put an L to mock the stock setup right here. And this is the part number for that one. Amazon. So now we're going to use a little bit of this. That's the part number. So this is what I ended up with. I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but I'm telling you, it's functional as hell. It's mocking the same way the return would have been. You can see. There's the part number if you guys just get it. You can just get it off any 97 Camry around that time generation. And now I'm going to replace the cap ring, I guess you want to call it. What's it called? I have the part right here. Gasket fuel suction. There's the part number. Used a hose clamp from Home Depot, just a regular random hose clamp, just to get it closer to the return line, and it's pretty good. I already installed the new gasket, and now I'm going to put it back into the Celica. If you guys don't know how I did that, well, I have a whole video on that. It is the first one in the series, so go back and watch it if you're clueless about it. Cool. Guess we're throwing it in. Fuel pump installed. Showed you guys already how to do that on the first video, so if you don't know, go back. One thing I didn't show you guys, I actually got off a Donza quick shifter. That's the part number for 94 to 99 Celica. That's the quick shifter right there. And this is a shift knob from, you guys guessed it, Super Class. Huge shout outs to them. Just a generic shift boot that I got off eBay, real leather. But check out this shift knob though. Gosh, And it's weighted. That's the best thing about it too. So we switched over to a quick disconnect style off a 99 Camry Celica. And we don't have all the clips yet installed, but this is a better setup. Shout outs to the previous owner that stripped the crap out of the freaking thing there. And we ended up capping off the return line because the 1MZ is a returnless fuel system. And this is for your evap. But probably gonna get a bracket off the Celica or a Camry when I go back to the junkyard to make it look nice, since that's what I did with the igniter here. Used the Celica bracket, made it work. But that should cover all the fuel system, I believe, for the vehicle. So getting closer to it to start. So I'm gonna go to the junkyard and get some more pieces. There's a bracket for the evap canister. There's a bracket on the Camry that goes back here that I'm gonna have to go grab from the junkyard. And I'm gonna go grab the bracket for the fuel filter as well. Get those situated because that doesn't look right to me. And we have some more parts coming in from Rock Auto, slave cylinder. And I'm gonna try and get a braided clutch line, one that's flexible, so that way it looks a little bit, that way it looks better actually than this doohickey going on here, because the previous owner most likely bent the crap out of it. And we're also gonna need to figure out something about the throttle body situation. And maybe use one off a 7th gen Celica. I don't know. We're gonna need to remove it from the gas pedal and figure out what we're gonna use. Got my new NGK coil packs right here. Here, if you guys, I got the part number over here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yes, I know I have my nails painted. I was playing around, all right? I was playing around with my girlfriend. But anyways, that's the coil pack right there. And I have the wire set right here. So I'll probably show these again on another episode. But until then, gotta get those things from the junkyard. It's almost ready. If you guys were curious, that's the part number for the fuel filter. Just go to AutoZone O'Reilly's and just ask them for a fuel filter. So for those wondering the cap, I went to O'Reilly's Dorman caps. That's the part number right there. Really easy to find. They're like $3.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this aftermarket battery terminal. You can see the previous owner switched it out to this crappy one that wouldn't really hold on to the battery post. And he still has the original clamps right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these that I got from the junkyard off another Camry. And as I say, OEM is the way to go. Meanwhile, that bird in the background, but he's laughing at my content. He's like, ah, your V6 supercharged content's whack. Anyways, I already went ahead and installed the OEM one. I know it's not new, guys, but at least this one will do its job better than this crappy one. So throw this away. I'm picking that up. So there's no spark plugs in the 1MZ. We're about to prime it with, there's already oil in there. Go for it. I think it's good. So it's best to pull out the spark plugs and prime it without the spark plugs, so there's no resistance. So on a waste spark ignition, we want to run dual tip spark plugs, like this one right here. I do have the part number right here. Got them off Rock Auto. So if you guys want to get these are Denso OEM. Throw those in. Connected the fuel injectors back. Same with these. And now I'm gonna install the cables and part number right there. These are actually really expensive, but NGK for the win. Already ran the wires. So for this one, the first one, it's number 5. Middle one is number 1, 3. So as you can see, just letting you guys look at it. Now we're gonna install the gasket right there, along with the PCV, the angled one, right there.
2021 on the first day with the broken tooth.
Superchargers bolted up. Got the wires tucked in. This as well on the bracket, and we're gonna install the throttle body gasket. There's the part number. First start. Tell them to go.